It is helpful to have a partner that will understand.
That clip of Selena Gomez explaining why it is vital to have an understanding partner is going viral, as she reveals the truth about Hailey and Justin Bieber's private dynamic. But the real attention came from a story Selena shared about a recent run-in with the couple, because it hinted at a hidden tension that may reveal their home life is far more complicated than it seems. Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez were first rumored to be dating in 2011, and had an on-and-off relationship for 8 years, initially breaking up in 2014. That relationship became the heartbeat of an entire generation. Jelena, as their fans called them, was the defining celebrity couple of the early 2010s. Every breakup led to a reunion. Every reunion led to a new set of headlines. The Sorry singer and the Only Murders in the Building actress rekindled their romance for the last time in late 2017, but called it quits for good in early 2018. Reports at the time suggested the split was mutual, a chance for both of them to find themselves. Justin and Hailey got engaged reportedly just a few months after Justin and Selena split for the last time. Months. Not years, not after a long visible courtship. Months. That timeline sent shockwaves across social media and birthed a narrative that would follow Hailey for years. Now, Hailey Bieber was just 12 when she met Justin, the somewhat awkward moment when Dad introduced her to the pop star ahead of his 2009 Today Show appearance enshrined on film. In the clip, you can see Hailey is clearly uncomfortable as she shakes Justin's hand. That clip has been replayed millions of times, often used by fans who claim Hailey had been waiting in the wings all along. Hailey revealed in a 2020 interview with Ashley Graham that they had been talking for a while before we got back together. Hailey and Justin reconnected in May 2018 after briefly dating 2 years earlier. He popped the question 2 months later, and the couple married in a New York courthouse ceremony in September 2018. The duo threw a formal wedding for family and friends at a South Carolina resort in September 2019. Meanwhile, an insider who spoke about the breakup between Selena and Justin painted a different picture of the emotions beneath the surface. The source said Selena was obsessed with Justin at the time of their relationship, and he could do no wrong in her eyes. At the time, Selena thought they would be together forever. They'd have kids and be Hollywood's it couple. And then there was the line that stunned people when it surfaced. An insider said Justin thinks Hailey has saved him, but it was Selena who made him. That one sentence captured the tension that has defined this entire triangle. The idea that Justin's life was shaped by Selena, but his future was chosen with Hailey. Ever since the engagement, Hailey's had to deal with relentless online bullying. Fans of Selena made it their mission to remind Hailey at every opportunity that she was the second choice, that she was the replacement, that she was never the plan. And this is the world Hailey walked into when she became Mrs. Bieber. But the real question people started asking wasn't about the love triangle, it was about the marriage itself. What was happening behind closed doors? Was Justin the husband people assumed he would be? The answers to those questions started to trickle out, and Selena Gomez, whether by accident or by design, became one of the people pointing a spotlight at them. The Bieber marriage, from the outside, was supposed to be a redemption story. Justin had been through public spirals, substance issues, legal problems, health scares. Hailey was supposed to be his anchor. Justin himself said in his season's docuseries, "Just the idea of stability is something that I really never had growing up, and it's something that I've always really wanted. But stability and reality don't always line up." Hailey told Vogue in 2019, "The thing is, marriage is very hard. That is the sentence you should lead with. It's really effing hard." She was only 22 years old at the time, and already cracks were showing. Justin got real about his marriage during a May 2022 appearance on The Ebro Show, saying, "I remember when I first got married, I hit a little bit of an emotional breakdown. Because I thought marriage was going to fix all my problems, and it didn't. It just kind of was a reflection of, like, you're a bit of a hypocrite, man. Like, you want your wife to do something that you're not doing." Those words hinted at a deeper tension that the public would only learn more about in the years that followed. In June 2022, another blow landed. Justin Bieber revealed he was diagnosed with Ramsay-Hunt syndrome. The health problem left one half of his face paralyzed and resulted in him canceling part of his North America Justice Tour. Hailey stood by him through all of it. She became, in the eyes of the public, the devoted wife who weathered every storm. But the storms kept coming. Throughout 2024 and 2025, Justin Bieber's name hit the headlines for the wrong reasons. The star exhibited odd behavior, including making hand gestures and rapping vulgar lyrics during a May 2025 livestream, and Hailey Bieber was reportedly worried. Then came the moment that truly shifted public perception. It involved a magazine cover, a caption, and an apology that backfired spectacularly. Justin was slammed by many of his followers after he recalled telling Hailey she would never be on the cover of Vogue, as he celebrated her doing just that for the June 2025 issue. Yo, this reminds me when Hailey and I got into a huge fight. I told Hales that she would never be on the cover of Vogue. Yikes, I know. So mean, he wrote on Instagram alongside Hailey's Vogue cover. For some reason, because I felt so disrespected I thought I gotta get even, he went on to apologize, saying he had matured since then. I think as we mature, we realize that we're not helping anything by getting even. We're honestly just prolonging what we really want, which is intimacy and connection. But the damage was already done. His efforts backfired as many fans took issue with his seemingly backhanded compliment. People were stunned. Here was a man using his wife's career milestone to publicly confess that he had once told her she'd never achieve exactly that. What was supposed to be a celebration of Hailey became a spotlight on how Justin speaks to his wife behind closed doors. Subsequently, the caption was edited to include several emojis, but the internet had already seen it. Screenshots were everywhere, and the conversation about the Bieber marriage took a darker turn than it ever had before. A source laid it bare. Hailey's been struggling with Justin almost since the start of the marriage. She loves him madly, but he's a loose cannon. His behavior is sometimes unacceptable. She's put up with a lot. That was the backdrop against which Selena Gomez entered the chat. In the hours after Justin's controversial Vogue caption sent the internet into overdrive, something unexpected happened. Selena Gomez, the Lose You to Love Me singer, liked a May 20 Instagram post announcing that Hailey Bieber's Rhode skincare line will be heading to Sephora, leading fans to believe that Selena was subtly shutting down rumors of a feud between herself and the model. Then, Selena went a step further. Shortly after the baby singer's post, Selena posted a quote of author Abby Wiggins to her Instagram stories that seemed like an appreciating post for Hailey. The quote read, "You matter, your voice matters, your heart matters, you are worth so much more than you know." Along with the quote, the actress and singer also penned a note that read, "You know who you are and I'm cheering you on." The timing was impossible to ignore. Selena was watching. She saw what Justin had written, and she responded not with shade, not with pettiness, but with encouragement directed squarely at the woman who married her ex. As one critic of Justin wrote online, not Selena being more supportive towards Hailey than her own husband. But that wasn't all as reported by Dukesmoy. A source told them that the baby singer's ex, Selena Gomez, personally contacted his wife, Hailey Bieber, regarding the Vogue fiasco via Instagram DMs. This was Selena directly reaching out to Hailey in a private message. And then the details got even more intriguing. Hailey Bieber allegedly opened Selena Gomez's message accidentally amid the drama surrounding Justin Bieber's controversial post. Per Dukesmoy, a source claimed that the Rhode Skin founder accidentally opened it and didn't know whether or not to respond. The person further said that the media personality was reportedly fielding calls about what to do the whole day, and Kylie Jenner came over to counsel her. Picture that scene for a moment. Justin writes something publicly humiliating about his wife. His ex-girlfriend reaches out privately in support. His wife opens the message by accident and then spends the rest of the day trying to figure out what to do, with Kylie Jenner at her side helping her navigate the fallout. This entire episode pulled back the curtain on several things at once. First, it showed the level of emotional turmoil that Hailey deals with on a regular basis. A husband whose public behavior can turn a moment of triumph into a crisis management situation. Second, it showed that Selena Gomez, for all the years of perceived rivalry and fan-driven feuding, was choosing to extend grace. And third, it revealed just how complicated the power dynamics within the Bieber marriage had become. Justin overshadowed her success by sharing a story about how he wanted to get even with her during a fight. That word even tells you everything about the dynamics at play. If Justin felt the need to get even with his wife during an argument, it points to a competitive, combative energy. That isn't just about one isolated fight, it suggests a pattern. Justin also admitted in a raw moment shared on social media, "I know I'm broken. I know I have anger issues." Those are his own words, not a tabloid's interpretation, not an insider's gossip. Justin Bieber in his own posts acknowledging that he has anger issues. And all the while, Selena was watching, not from the sidelines, but as someone who had once been in Justin's orbit, who knew firsthand what being in a relationship with him felt like. Her decision to reach out to Hailey, to publicly like her posts, to share quotes about self-worth, spoke volumes without her ever uttering a direct statement. If the Vogue fiasco cracked the door open, what followed in the summer and fall of 2025 blew it wide open. Justin's new album, Swag, was reportedly a source of tension in his marriage to Hailey Bieber. A source told Us Weekly that the intense focus and emotional toll of creating new music had put a strain on their marriage. The insider explained that when Justin is in the studio, he gets completely consumed and shuts everything else out, adding that his all-or-nothing approach often leaves Hailey feeling sidelined. This wasn't just about late nights in the studio. This was about emotional unavailability at a time when Hailey needed her husband most. They had a baby. Justin and Hailey became first-time parents in August 2024 with the birth of their son, Jack Blues Bieber. The album itself became a window into the marriage's fragility. In his long-awaited 7th studio album, Swag, the pop star appeared to address long-rumored marital troubles with wife Hailey Bieber in several tracks. In his song Walking Away, the 31-year-old singer sang, "Tell me why you're throwing stones at my back. You know I'm defenseless." By June, an insider told Us Weekly that the couple's marriage had hit a rough patch, largely due to Justin's struggle to tackle his personal and professional worlds. Justin has felt lost recently, the source revealed. His friend group around him has shifted, and he is going through a lot of changes. Navigating fatherhood, trying to put out music, and past traumas surfacing has been a lot for him. Justin raised eyebrows in June 2025 when he shared a series of close-up black and white photos of himself on Instagram with the caption, "Tired of transactional relationships. If I have to do something to be loved, that's not love." He never confirmed who that post was about, but the internet connected the dots immediately. One user shared the upload on X and wrote, "Justin Bieber never beating the he hates Hailey. He's in an unhappy marriage allegations." Meanwhile, Hailey was recently spotted without her wedding ring in New York while out with friends. Though it reappeared, its timely absence sent fans into a frenzy. Following his wife's ringless outing, the singer reposted a viral video hinting at a feud. "If you're giving me the silent treatment, at least tell me why," the video quipped. Through all of this, Hailey maintained her composure publicly, but the weariness was palpable. "I just think being in this position in general, there's a lot of judgment." She told a magazine, "It does feel hard sometimes having every single thing be looked at and picked apart. They create a story for you, and it can feel really uncomfortable and bizarre sometimes, because I'm like, it's just not even real." The model added, "I need to live my life and continue to move forward regardless." When asked if the constant scrutiny of her marriage would ever fade, Hailey confessed, "Well, I thought 7 years in it would have died down already. And it hasn't. You would think after having a child, people would maybe move on, chill out a little bit, but no. So I guess these beaches are gonna be mad." The defiance in her voice was unmistakable, but so was the exhaustion. Meanwhile, Hailey has reportedly been very patient with her husband throughout his ongoing mental health challenges, choosing to take their relationship day by day. A source said, "There's still work to be done in their marriage, but they're in a much better place." A rep for the singer told TMZ in February 2025 that the last 12 months had been very transformative, as he ended several close friendships and business relationships that no longer served him. Justin was in the process of stripping his life down to the essentials. Whether that would include recommitting to his marriage or pulling further away remained for a time an open question. And through it all, Selena's actions continued to speak. She never publicly dragged Justin. She never mocked Hailey's situation. Instead, she did something far more devastating to the narrative that pitted these two women against each other. She showed empathy, and in doing so, she revealed more about what Hailey endures than any tabloid ever could. So where does this all leave us? Selena Gomez married the record producer Benny Blanco in September 2025. The pair got married in Santa Barbara, California on September 27, 2025, with guests including Taylor Swift, Martin Short, Steve Martin, and Paul Rudd. Selena told Zane Lowe during an interview with Apple Music, "It has been a dream so far. I know it will come with ebbs and flows, but it's the most beautiful person that I can do that with." Selena moved on. She found someone who, by all public accounts, treats her with the kind of quiet, unshakable devotion that the tabloid world never gave her credit for seeking. She once wrote about Benny, "Why has he been the best thing that's ever happened to me? He's still better than anyone I've ever been with." That last line landed like a thunderclap for anyone still keeping score in the Jelena war. As for the Biebers, the narrative has been a pendulum swinging between crisis and recovery. Following the release of Justin's album, the couple retreated to their favorite getaway in Idaho with their son, Jack Blues. The trip has been described as a much-needed reset, giving them space to finally reconnect more. With their 8th wedding anniversary on the horizon in September, Justin and Hailey have become the poster couple for what it means to grow together, defying the odds for super famous young couples and proving the skeptics who assumed they wouldn't last quite wrong. Justin insisted that he and Hailey were on good terms, and so did sources, with one insider saying the constant split rumors were obviously not true and quite sad. The source told People, "Anyone who spends a lot of time with them can tell how in love they are, and also how super focused they are on their marriage. They are both very mature for their age and so in it together. It's a very special marriage." Hailey, for her part, has remained firm about the rivalry narrative with Selena. In her Wall Street Journal interview, she said, "It's always annoying being pitted against other people. I didn't ask for that." She added, "When people want to see you a certain way and they've made up a story about you in their minds, it's not up to you to change that." And Selena, too, chose to stand on her position one more time. In a since-deleted Instagram post, she told fans to leave the girl alone after Hailey was slammed. She went on, "She can say whatever she wants. Doesn't affect my life whatsoever. It's just about relevance, not intelligence. Be kind. All brands inspire me. There is room for everyone. And hopefully we can all stop." Both of those statements, from two women who have spent the better part of a decade being pitted against each other by online fan armies, represent something remarkable. Not reconciliation necessarily, but a mutual understanding. A shared exhaustion with the game. But what Selena revealed, whether through her actions, her DMs, her Instagram likes, or her cryptic stories, was not gossip, it was confirmation. Confirmation that the Bieber marriage, while surviving, has required Hailey to carry an enormous emotional weight, that Justin's behavior, the public apologies that read more like confessions, the cryptic posts about anger and transactional love, the self-admitted brokenness, has created a reality where his wife has had to be the steady hand, the crisis manager, and the public face of a marriage that is, by all accounts, still a work in progress. Insiders claim their marriage still requires work, with Hailey Bieber remaining the stable parent, while Justin Bieber navigates fatherhood. As Hailey put it to Vogue, "I have a real life. My real life is that I get to wake up to my beautiful family and my son and my friends. And I have people that know me and love me and I love them." That statement, in its simplicity, captures everything. Hailey is choosing to define her own reality, separate from the noise, separate from the headlines, separate from the decade-long narrative that has tried to reduce her to a supporting character in someone else's love story. The question was whether Selena Gomez revealed what Hailey Bieber really does to Justin Bieber. The answer, ironically, is the reverse. What Selena's words and actions actually revealed is what Hailey does for Justin Bieber. She stays, she steadies, she endures, and that might be the most revealing thing of all.